A Prophecy for South Africa and the Bride of Christ, the 12th of August, 2025. Background. Since the beginning of the book series, starting with the unveiling of the little scroll in Revelation 10, and then progressing to the Book of Truth in Daniel 10, every word spoken by the Creator of all, as declared by Deborah throughout 2024, has already begun to come to pass. Not only is each word being fulfilled, but every book in the series reveals the mystery of God, along with hidden truths, secrets, riddles, and dreams. As foretold in Revelation 10, the mysteries of God will be fulfilled. The book series Box of Chocolates, which includes both the Little Scroll and the Book of Truth, is a journey into the heart of the Creator of all and of Yeshua.
These hidden secrets will unlock a path that you should narrowly follow to guide you out of the things coming to earth. The secrets which are about to be revealed will be the keys to unlock the escape path. Follow the escape path. It will lead directly to me.
While documenting the book Mystery of the Book of Wars in June 2024, it was revealed that plagues would come upon South Africa, echoing the final 3 plagues from the Exodus narrative: locusts, darkness, and the death of the firstborn. See the YouTube video titled Final Warning to Pharaoh. Let my people go, for the plagues will come. As of August 2025, Deborah is already documenting the 17th installment in the series, Mystery of Justice. However, the world currently only has access to the insights and revelations from the 8th book, Mystery of the Book of Wars, documented in June 2024. This means Deborah is more than a year ahead in the revelation knowledge the world currently possesses. The Creator of all has made it clear:
you cannot judge unless you have the truth.
During the documentation of the book, Mystery of the Treasures of His Heart in July 2024, the Creator said,
"Remember, I said this task is going to be difficult. I love you, Deborah. From the first moment I saw you, I loved you. You are my first Deborah, and you will be my last. You will complete the full circle that was given to you from the first bride to the last. You will walk through them with me like a knotted cord. We will pull them in together. I will give you everything you need to complete this task, and I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. A high price was paid by me and by you to reach this point, and now we are going to see it through. No one and nothing will be able to take this away. It's about to begin. All prophecies and spoken words will be fulfilled, and you will announce it to the world."
Warning.
The truth will cut deep, like a knife, and many will be bewildered. Those who reject it will fall further into deception, eventually leading to despair. Those who truly seek the truth must ask the Creator of all to reveal it directly to their hearts and be willing to receive it.
Case. When will they realize the truth? A story with a future projection. In the interview recorded in the book Mystery of Life, dated December 2023, the Creator of all addressed the scriptural errors found in the Handbook Bible. He also spoke about designed stories, narratives crafted as depictions of what is to come.
Your life quest is like the Hunger Games. It enacts life or death experiences, but not as violent. You need to find him with the clues through the postcards he sends you. He knows that those seeking him will notice the true portions hidden in the Bible. You get that insight, and it makes sense. It is clear, well, and awesomely designed. However, the other ones, like the atheists, eliminate everything about the scriptures in the Bible when they see the inconsistencies, faults, and errors. Some stories in the Bible are like Cinderella stories, and the book of Daniel contains true segments and illustrates a depiction of what is to come.
So, likewise, the Exodus and Moses narrative in the Bible contains true segments and serves as a postcard message for the future, a depiction of what is to come. I know with certainty that Moses truly existed, and there is clearly coded truth woven throughout the story. Many times in Scripture, it is you, the Creator of all, who is speaking, but through your Spirit and your truth, we are able to discern what is the truth and strip away the false parts that people have manipulated.
In the book Mystery of the Angels, dated May 2024, the inconsistencies within the biblical scriptures were addressed. There are two different versions of the Noah story in Genesis. In one account, Noah takes 2 of each animal into the ark. In the other, he takes 7 pairs of clean animals and 2 pairs of unclean ones. These are clearly 2 separate versions of the same story, blended together. And if you think logically, it would have been impossible to fit all living creatures into a single ark and keep them fed for that length of time. The Sumerian tablets present a different version of the Noah story, and even the Sodom and Gomorrah narrative. According to those texts, the destruction of the cities was due to the use of weapons of terror, what we'd now call nuclear weapons, because the Anunnaki wanted to eliminate Marduk, one of their own. In the account of Abraham and Lot, the narrative of Genesis 19, it is written that the men of the city wanted to have sex with the angels, and Lot offered his 2 daughters instead. Really? How can any logically thinking person believe that a human being could demand sex from an angel? If people had actually seen angels, they would immediately realize how manipulated that narrative must be. Also, in the story of Moses in Numbers 31, it's written that God instructed him to take vengeance on a certain group of people. When the soldiers returned, Moses was angry that they had spared all the women, saying,
"Have you allowed all the women to live? Now kill all the boys, and kill every woman who has slept with a man, but save for yourselves every girl who has never slept with a man."
Do people truly believe that the Creator of all, or Yeshua, a God of love, would command the killing of men, women, children, and animals, yet tell them to keep the virgins for themselves? That is why Jesus' part is important in the Bible. People learnt from the Anunnaki, the Satans, to make war, destroy, and hate, whereas the Jesus story is exactly the opposite of war and hate. These narratives were clearly manipulated. There's an undeniable contrast between the portrayal of God in the Old Testament, or Torah, and the God revealed in the New Testament. Those Pharisees and Sadducees, the so-called educated religious elite, they were involved in shaping a manipulated version of the Bible, and they did it with purpose. Even Jesus addressed the Creator of all as Father, never as Yahweh. The purpose was to distort the truth and deceive the entire world. People need to critically analyze the Yahweh narratives in the Bible to discern which parts were remnants of earlier agendas and which carry true, coded messages from the Creator of all.
Father, you said that people will only realize the truth later. This was in response to the rejection I faced when I had to carry out a difficult task for you. At that time, you said,
He-Man was a test and forecast of what you can expect with the message.
In other words, they are not going to listen, they are going to be disobedient and choose their own free will. I feel that this is an important and serious message. I asked the Lord if anyone would pay attention.
Only much later when they realized that it was the truth.
Case: the coming plagues.
Father, I know you see me as a type of Moses. You have told me this over many years. Then, in the book, Mystery of the Book of Wars, you declared that the plagues would fall upon this country, South Africa. I chose to focus on the last 3 plagues from the Exodus narrative, because to me, there seemed little point in covering all 10. Most people already know that story. But today I'm asking, will it be 10 plagues? Will they be the same kind of plagues that happened in Moses' time? Or will it be just the 3 I highlighted? Or are these plagues something entirely different? I would like to understand that detail. But above all, I need to know what is your plan. I suggested locusts, darkness, and death of the firstborn, because those are the 3 plagues where, according to the biblical narrative, you hardened Pharaoh's heart. But it has already been established that you knew in advance what Pharaoh would choose in his heart. So, the final 3 plagues weren't arbitrary, they were inevitable, based on the condition of his heart and the path he had already chosen. because I specifically suggested those 3 plagues, locusts, darkness, and death of the firstborn. Why would I have asked that unless it carried meaning? Will there be 10 plagues, or only the 3 I mentioned? And what exactly will these plagues look like? It is such a simple yet profound key to ask for your will from your heart. So I'm asking to know the truth, the full knowledge about the plagues. I simply want to know what is in your heart to tell me about the plagues.
Why do some suggest the plagues were not literal plagues in the Exodus narrative? Naturalistic explanations. Many scholars propose the plagues could have been a chain of rare natural events in Egypt's environment. For example, a red algal bloom or silt surge could turn the Nile blood red, killing fish, forcing frogs onto land, and leading to insect swarms, livestock disease, and health crises. Each event could trigger the next. Symbolic theological interpretation. The sequence may have been composed to demonstrate God's supremacy over Egypt's gods. Each plague directly targets a domain linked to a specific deity, e.g., the Nile, fertility, the sun, suggesting theological messaging rather than literal historical reportage. Mythic, legendary development. Some view the plagues as part of a stylized epic shaped by collective memory, earlier Near Eastern disaster motifs, or Egyptian records of crises. Over time, these events may have been unified into the Exodus story as a divine deliverance narrative. Jewish tradition and natural means. Classical Jewish commentaries, e.g., Ramban, Ibn Ezra, generally affirm the divine origin of the plagues, but sometimes allow for natural processes as God's chosen instruments. For instance, God may have timed ordinary phenomena with miraculous precision or heightened their severity to make his power clear. Midrashic traditions also often read the plagues as layered signs, both real events and moral spiritual messages. Human-caused or social consequences. Certain historians and social theorists suggest that if environmental disasters struck Egypt, the worst effects could have been amplified by human actions, such as hoarding resources, exploiting shortages, or scapegoating minority groups, e.g., the Israelites. This perspective sees the plagues as both environmental and social disasters, where human fear and injustice intensified the suffering.
I'm seeing something gold, like a golden angel. Was something placed on me? The plagues are coming because this country, South Africa, is seen by the Creator of all as a modern-day Egypt. The vast majority idolize their chosen leaders, leaders selected by manipulated followers, not appointed by the Creator of all. Their plans are corrupt, their intentions are evil, and their words and actions are bringing harm to the righteous throughout this land.
The reason the Creator of all will shake the foundations of South Africa so that it may become the Promised Land is to show the world that He exists and to prepare this land for the end times. South Africa is destined to become a breadbasket, a place of provision to help others. That is why the farmer, the Boer, is being attacked in this country. We are meant to provide, like Joseph did. There is a specific plan and purpose behind this shaking. This is not just land, it is covenant land.
The 3 plagues, also known as judgements, that will strike South Africa will tear down every idol the people have built around their corrupt, self-appointed leaders.
While the biblical text in Exodus gives a fixed sequence, locusts, darkness, death of the firstborn, some scholars, historians, and even Jewish tradition commentaries have explored variations in how the plagues might have occurred, especially if they are tied to natural phenomena, seasonal cycles, human-caused or social consequences. However, the plagues that will come upon South Africa are as follows. Darkness. This will follow the outcome of a no-confidence vote. Confusion and national uncertainty will take hold, symbolizing a period of political and spiritual darkness across the country. Locusts. In the aftermath of that darkness, like a swarm, systems and resources will be devoured. This speaks of widespread social unrest, worsened by human action, chaotic, consuming, and uncontrolled. Death of the firstborn. As the final blow, deep division will erupt. People will turn on one another, echoing the account of Gideon and the 300. In Judges 7:22, when Gideon's men blew their trumpets, the Lord sowed confusion in the camp of Midian, and the enemy turned against itself in chaos. However, those who are in the heart of the Father, those who are the bride, will be spectators, not participants. Case: who is part of the bride?
So, who belongs to his bride? The ones who will witness the plagues but not take part in them. Being part of the bride of Christ means you are not caught up in a religious mindset. It is not about rituals or routines. It is about having a real relationship with the Heavenly Father and with Yeshua. It is like walking with God, just as Enoch did. You speak to Him, you engage with Him moment by moment. The relationship is alive. It is not a Sunday obligation, not about a pastor or a church building. It is a relationship. His bride knows Him personally. That is it, in simple terms. To become part of the bride, Jesus is the only key. You need to understand that this entire project, what's happening on earth right now, is about finding the pearl, which is Jesus. That is why you're here. This life is a test of the heart. So, when you surrender to Yeshua, Jesus, with a forgiving heart and give yourself fully to Him, you return to the very covenant you made with the Father before coming to earth. That covenant was to find Him. Jesus is the only key, the door to the promise the Father, the Creator of all, made with you before your time on earth began. Behind that door, which is Jesus, the promise of the Father awaits you. The sooner you realize this, the sooner you will step into your creation purpose. And with that alignment comes protection from what is about to unfold on this earth, for we are now in the final days. Everyone who knows the heart of the Father, the Creator of all, and of Jesus, Yeshua, is part of the bride of Christ. And if you are truly part of His bride, you will not stand against the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Boer, the Afrikaner. In the book Mystery of the Book of Wars, dated June 2024, both the angels and Yeshua delivered a message, first to the Boer, the Afrikaner, and then to the bride, saying,
We assisted the Boers at that river just as the story was told, and we will do it again. If the bride, the Davids, arise as an army, as one body, as one bride, if they arise, they will see us. We are here to assist the bride of Christ. There are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of us in this land now. What is about to happen in this country will be an example to the world, and we are here for that purpose, to prepare.
Wake up and purify yourself, for my coming is near. I am the pearl of great price, and I will only marry those who also carry a pearl. My bride, the ones who allow me to form a pearl within them, will be perfectly matched. My bride will match me. A perfect match.
So anyone who stands against the Creator and His people will feel the consequences of the coming plagues. He must strip Egypt from this country before it can become the promised land. Then He will lift this nation up, and He will show the world how a country can truly function when the Creator of all is directly involved, when He is invited to govern. With this, I now officially invite the Creator of all and Yeshua to govern this country. Come and show the world that you exist. Strip away the Egypt from this land and lead us into the promised land you intended for us before the foundation of the earth. We are at that point now. You are going to destroy Egypt within this country with 3 plagues. Then South Africa will become the promised land. We are to be the breadbasket, a nation of provision. You will use this country as an example to the world of how a nation can be governed directly from the courts of heaven. This land is your pearl of great price. You said that your pearl was born here, and so we are judged first before all other nations. Bride, you can either fight against this truth or you can accept it. Prepare yourself. We are going to witness these plagues, but only the bride will have the wisdom and understanding to endure and interpret them. The rest will fall into panic. It will not go well for them.
During the documentation of the book Mystery of the Treasures of His Heart in July 2024, the Creator of all revealed that there will indeed be a rapture, referred to as the first fruits going out. To be considered part of this first fruits group, the following prerequisites must be met. You must overcome and come out of Babylon. This refers to the religious church system. You must be filled with His Holy Spirit, sealed with His name. This is the mark of God. You must accept all His truth as He lays it out in the Book of Truth. You must marry the Creator of all and Yeshua here on earth, declaring, "Father, Jesus, I choose to be married to you today. I accept and honor you as my first love." The wedding feast is reserved for later. You must hold nothing against Deborah. If you reject her, you cannot be part of the bride. Although she humbly requested that this condition be excluded, the Creator of all clearly stated that He sees her as the first bride, chosen to lead His bride. It was also revealed during 2024 that the tribulation began in October of that year. The first fruits will be taken during the tribulation, not at the beginning, nor at the end.
Many years ago, the Creator of all asked me if I would remain behind when the rapture occurred. I accepted. The Creator of all has since revealed that the strong ones among the bride should ask Him if He requires them to stay behind, to assist those who rejected His truth. Their role will be to help others remember the covenant they made with Him before coming to earth. For those who continue to resist the truth, there will be consequences, lasting for at least 1,000 years. You have a choice now. Rejecting the truth will lead to 1,000 years of darkness, isolation, akin to death and separation from His light. Therefore, choose wisely. This earth journey is, after all, a heart test, to see whether you would become part of the bride, grafted into His family. Those who are willing to stay behind will be sealed during the final stretch of the tribulation and will receive a double reward for this selfless act. And so, on the 12th of August 2025, you revealed the plagues. To be a spectator of the plagues and not consumed by them, you must be in right standing with the Father, the Creator of all. Ask Him to draw you into His heart. But know this, you can only enter His heart through Jesus. For Jesus, Yeshua, is the key.
Conclusion. The revelation given on the 12th of August 2025 stands as both a warning and an invitation. The three plagues, darkness, locusts, and the death of the firstborn, will not be random disasters, but divine judgments designed to strip away the idols that bind this nation to its modern-day Egypt. South Africa will be shaken so that it may be restored, purified, and prepared for its role as a land of provision in the final days. Yet these plagues are not without mercy. Those who dwell in the Father's heart, sealed through Yeshua, will witness them but will not be consumed. The call is clear. Come out of Babylon, return to your covenant, and choose to be part of the bride. This is not the hour for hesitation or divided loyalties, but for decisive surrender to the Creator of all. Judgment begins here, not to destroy, but to redeem. And when Egypt is stripped from this land, the world will see what it means for a nation to be governed from the courts of heaven. The choice remains before you: resist and fall into darkness, or yield and enter into His promise. The time is now, and the path is narrow. Walk it and live. References. The following references were used. 1. Muller, D.M., 2024. Case solved. Evidence of life. 2. Muller, D.M., 2024. Case solved. Mystery of life. 3. Muller, D.M., 2024. Case solved. Mystery of the angels. 4. Muller, D.M., 2024. Case solved. Mystery of the Book of Wars. 5. Muller, D.M., 2024. Case solved. Mystery of the treasures of his heart.